guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today I have a Sephora haul to share with you. This is going to be more along the lines of a high-end makeup haul, and there's some new goodies that dropped at Sephora. Did I say Ulta? No, I meant Sephora. This is all from Sephora. There's a couple things that have been well loved already in my stash. And then there's something that I bought from the Charlotte Tilbury website that we're going to be trying out. Just a whole bunch of good things, a whole bunch of goodies that I wanted to try out for you guys and see if they are worth your time and your money. If it is your first time here on my channel, let me just say hello and welcome you guys in. My name is Steff. I love trying out new makeup. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks at the eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, you name it. I love doing makeup videos. If that sounds great to you, I want to invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of this style of video, or you just want to see what I hauled recently from Sephora, please give this video a big thumbs up before you go. And as usual, let me get sister because she wants to be in the show too. Let's see, sister over here on this side so you don't ruin my microphone. But as usual, everything will be linked and listed in the description box. Okay, get down. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. What else was I going to mention? I was going to mention something else right now. It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, let's get started. If you guys want to see this full face of makeup, and I will do a wear test at the end, letting you guys see how everything held up, keep on watching. All right, so let's start first with sunscreen. And look at this one that I picked up. This is new from Supergoop. This is their Protect Tint Daily SPF Tint SPF 50 sunscreen. And it says it's dermatologist tested and safe for all skin types, non-irritating, no synthetic, fragrance-free, and vegan. And this looks like it's going to be, it has zinc oxide. So I think that means it's a mineral sunscreen. Educate me in the comments, but I feel like it's a mineral sunscreen. And in here you get 1.18 fluid ounces of product. The shade that I got in this one, because there are several different shades, and thank God for the expiration date at the bottom. This one doesn't expire until November of next year. But the shade I got is 22W. And that's how much I got. I do have a foundation. Like, I'm not going to use this as my foundation. So I'm just using it as my sunscreen. I almost went in with my dermatology sunscreen, but then I was like, no, wait a minute. I have a Supergoop one that we're going to be trying out today. So this says it's going to be a light finish, and I want to say it has a light coverage with a natural finish. I think that's what I remember reading on the Sephora website. It feels good. It feels good going on. It doesn't feel like the unseen sunscreen that has more of that silicone feel to it. This one feels really, really nice. Now, I don't think it's really providing much coverage. For those of you that don't have like a lot of texture or really have, you know, good skin, clear skin, then you could probably get away with this as your sunscreen. I mean, as your foundation sunscreen in one, and then just add some concealer on those areas that need concealing, but not for me, especially today because I am filming another commercial, so I have to wear something a little more full coverage today, but this does feel good, but it does still feel a little tacky, obviously, since I just applied it. Okay, so I let that dry, let that sit in for a minute. Next, we're going to go in with a new primer, and this comes to us from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Instant Firm Glow Filter Priming Serum. Instantly illuminates a 5% Actigym. Is that what it says? Helps sculpt the look of skin over time. I just know that his products are pretty potent. This was like a 40 some odd dollar primer, if I'm not mistaken, and you do get 1 fluid ounce of product in here. So let's give this a good shake. I was just waiting for this to come in stock. And okay, so that's what it looks like. Did I do something wrong? Is this, oh, it's just a pop off. Okay, so don't twist it, just pop it off, and then there's a pump. Now I'm gonna put some just on my fingertips. Ooh, it's like an orange primer. Let's see, what's going on here? There's no scent to it. This sounds like it's raining outside. But I think it's just windy. Oh, that feels nice. Does my skin look firmer? I know he has that eye firming primer or eye serum that like gives you an instant lift, and I know they show it all the time on QVC, but I don't know how long those results last. You know what, guys? I gotta go take a quick peek outside. I want to see if it's raining. It sounds like it's raining. Okay, no rain. It's just somebody using some type of like a saw or loud tool, but sounds exactly like rain. All right, now in this haul, I did not pick up a new foundation, but I am going to pick up a foundation that for some odd reason is going viral, but it came out a year ago and I loved it. It was in my 2023 ranking video. It ranked, I believe, #1, and this is the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I don't know what made this have like a resurgence. I mean, it came out last year, literally a year ago, if not a little over a year ago. And now suddenly everybody's like talking about it and fascinated about it. And I'm just like, where were you guys a year ago? I'm going to use my BK Beauty. This one is the A501. This is the travel brush. And I love this foundation. It's more of like a medium bordering on full coverage, but it gives the most beautiful natural finish to the complexion. And I do have a review over this one. You can just search my foundation playlist for all my foundation reviews, because foundation reviews is definitely one of my most favorite things to do here on my channel. Look at how beautiful this foundation is on the complexion. I just love it. I love it so, so much. The shade I have is shade Chiffon. It's 1C2 Chiffon. And I feel like I have that cat hair, that phantom cat hair you guys keep telling me about. It's somewhere. It feels like it's somewhere over here. Now next I'm going to go in with a concealer I haven't used for a while, and this is the one from Haus Labs. The shade I have in Haus Labs concealer is 05 Peach, Fair Peach, 05 Fair Peach. And I'm using my BK Beauty A506. Yeah, I don't know why I'm forgetting the names of these brushes, but A506 to blend out this Haus Labs concealer. I know this is a fan favorite for many of you, and I love that Lady Gaga dropped a whole bunch of shades. All right, I think that is a beautiful combination. I just use the brush to do that extra spot concealing right here on the sides of my cheeks. But I think the complexion is looking really good. But we have some more cream products that we're going to go in. So next, I picked up my very first product, if you can believe it, from Glossier. And I picked up Cloud Paint, this one right here, Seamless Cheek Color, and it's in the shade Dune. So this is supposed to be like a liquid bronzer. Very excited about this one, especially because I've just never tried the brand before. That is the shade. And I'm going to get my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush, and we'll start applying this to the forehead. I don't remember how many shades there are. I know there's a lot of shades in Cloud Paint, like, you know, the blush shades, but as far as like the bronzer shades go, that I don't know. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Very light bronzer. I think I will. I used up everything that I pumped out, but let me just squeeze out a little bit more. I'll take this down a little bit. I am not really doing my bronzer down here like I've mentioned in a lot of my videos. I've just been leaving the bronzer towards the forehead. What is this? Did I burn myself with a curling iron? That's what it looks like. I probably did. Just bring it right here on the cheekbone. I'm going to use a powder bronzer for my nose after I powder. I know a lot of people have said so many great things about these Glossier cloud paints. So if I like this, then maybe that'll be something else I can pick up, like an actual blush shade. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna turn my ring down light just a little bit. I feel like it's a little too bright. Okay, so there. I think you can even see that better. It was just me. I had forgotten to turn it down. All right, so next I have new from Nude Sticks. This is their Nude Screen Blush Tint SPF 30. Who knew? SPF in a blush. It says it's formulated with green algae, polyphenol, non-nano zinc, and it's reef safe. And the shade that I got in this one is called Sunkissed. All right, so that's what I pumped out. You can see the residue of the bronzer in the background. I'm going to use my BK 109. I'm kind of getting myself into more neutral blushes this year. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I mean, I love a pink, I love an orange, I love a berry toned, but I don't know, ever since trying that Patrick Ta blush in the shade Not Too Much, I really thought, you know what, this neutral blush thing is something I can get behind. So I've been really enjoying it. And yeah, that does look like a burn mark from the curling iron the other day. Oops. Well, I'm glad I'm getting all these products with SPF protection because it's going to be 91 degrees down here in the Rio Grande Valley. Granted, I'll be indoors 90% of the time, but you never know. We have a nice window in our office, so it's always nice to get some sunshine in. Okay, now we're not done. We're not done with the liquid products. Look at this one that I picked up from Dior. Oh man, this has a hefty weight to it. This is their Forever Glow Maximizer. This is the shade Pink. So hopefully it's gonna tie in with the blush bronzer combo, but this is their Forever Glow Maximizer, and it's just a multi-use product. Very anxious to try this out. You guys know I love a lot of Dior products, and I'm hoping this is not too intense. I'm gonna get my little Lunar Beauty brush to blend this out with. They told me, this is so funny. So one of the commercials that I did last weekend, not last weekend, but last week, it was like in front of a big window. So there was already a lot of natural light coming in. And that was when I was wearing one of 3 looks from my new eyeshadow palette, Nueva Vida. And so I had bright, colorful makeup on, and I had that denim jacket that had like the nice fringe going on, like rhinestones and colors and stuff. But you guys know me, like I love doing colorful makeup, and I felt so bad because they're like, Steph, we really had to work at color correcting the video because of my highlighter and the eyes and stuff, and it just, the natural light really amplifies it like in a different way. So they just told me, okay, next time just tone it down a little bit with the highlighter in particular. So I don't think this looks like a very intense highlighter. I think it looks like something I'm gonna be okay with. But for just in case, I'm gonna go over it again with just a little bit of the blush just to blend everything in. But I thought that was so funny. I was like, hey, wait a minute, who's the beauty YouTuber here? I mean, and it was so funny. I did not take offense to it at all. I just thought it was hilarious. And I also felt bad because color correcting a video that's shot like in 4K does take some time. So, oops. And today you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked at the eyeshadow palette that I'm wearing in today's video. And I'm wearing like a teal colored dress. So like all of this makeup is so neutral, like everything I know is just going to go with each other. Okay, now that I'm officially done, I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Veil setting spray. This is such a beautiful setting spray. I've had mine for a long time. It doesn't smell expired. It might be expired, but I'm still using it because it was very expensive. And now we need to set this complexion. Oh, the cat hair was on the sponge, no wonder. And I don't have a new, well, I have a new setting powder, but I've already used it in a couple of videos. It's that latest one from Makeup Forever, and I just used it yesterday. But I'm going to go in with an Old Faithful, the Givenchy Prisme, where's the wording on it? Prisme Libre powder. This one is shade 1. I'm just going to use this to set the under eye area and, of course, to set my T-zone. All right, now I don't know if I'm going to use this in today's video, but I got this palette from Charlotte Tilbury. It's their Glowgasm face palette, and this one is in the shade Lightgasm. I've never tried these, but I've been using it a couple times off camera. To be honest, I haven't really been that impressed. Like, I'm going to go in with this shade here and just see. Like, I don't feel like I get much highlight from it, which I guess today that's good, but in the future I would like to get a little more highlight from it. I mean, what do you guys think? Some of you all are Charlotte Tilbury experts. I am not, but I felt like I would get a little more payoff from it, and I just don't. I'm dipping into the lighter shade. I don't know. It kind of felt a little disappointing. I don't know. And some of the pans felt a little like dry. Like the bronzer felt a little dry. I'm going to try using the bronzer for my nose. Let's see if that's going to work. Okay, that's showing up. I'm really like pushing into the pan though. And I remember when these first came out, like this was a re-release product. And I got this on the Charlotte Tilbury website because I got it for 20% off. But this is also the time that I purchased her cream bronzer, which I had never tried before. But originally it came out sometime last year, I think, but I didn't purchase it. You know what? I'm just going to add a little bit up here to kind of just set. I feel like that Glossier bronzer kind of just went away. I don't really even see it much, and I'm not really even seeing this one much. I am going to pop off camera to take care of brows. I don't have any high-end, well, I have a Rare Beauty brow pencil, but that's about it. I don't have like a brow pen or anything, so I'll take care of the brows off camera, and I'll be right back, and we're going to start creating a look with a palette you probably thought I never would have purchased. All right, guys, so brows are on, eyeshadow primer's on. I'm using this one from NYX. I don't believe I have a high-end eyeshadow primer. I did, however, pick up a high-end lip liner. I don't do this very often. I don't wear lip liner very often, but it said it was new and it's from Dior, and I love Dior. I trust Dior as a brand. This is their Rouge Dior Contour. The shade I got is shade 200 Nude Touch. I like that it has a little brush tip on one end, and then of course you get the liner on the other. So let's do that right now. Let's make sure there's no cat hair. It is a very pretty color. Very nice. Now we're going to go in with this new Milk makeup. This is their Kush Lip Oil. And the shade I got in this one is shade Chocolate Cake. Yum. I could go for some of that right now. Oh, that feels so good. Ooh, that is a great color combination, guys. And I'll be sure to list the shades. Sometimes I forget, guys. Sometimes I'm from the time that I film to the time that that I edit, sometimes there's 2 or 3 days in between. Sometimes it's just a few hours in between. Sometimes I do forget, but just one more time. This is shade 200 Nude Touch in the Dior lip liner, and this one is shade Chocolate Cake in the new Milk lip oil. Commit that to memory in case I forget to put it in the description box. But here is the eyeshadow palette that I purchased. My very first eyeshadow palette from Makeup by Mario. And it's an all matte palette. So I'm doing an all matte look today, which I typically don't do. But, you know, they told me to tone it down with the sparkle a little bit, with the glow. So here we go. I know for sure I'll use this like as a brow bone highlight, possibly even on the lid. But I think the shade that I'm going to go in with first is going to be this shade right here. And this is a total brand first impression when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. And I'm taking this on a BK Beauty 212. Let me know what you guys think of Makeup by Mario eyeshadow products. I know he has, is it now 3 or 4 different palettes out? They've just been a little too neutral for me. That's why I haven't really jumped at the opportunity to try them. But I have tried like his foundation and concealer, and I do enjoy those. I have his highlighter, bronzer, like the cream bronzer. I like that. I have, I think, one of his lipsticks, and I like that. So I know he's a makeup artist. Like a lot of these things, his products are geared towards makeup artistry. So that's why they're a little more neutral. And I get it, I understand. And there's a place for everything at Sephora, at Ulta, and in our makeup stash. Now on a Refer 13, I think I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to focus that in the crease. These are some very pigmented shadows. All right. Ooh, we got a nice smoky eye going. But you know what I want to do? I want to try this deeper brown shade right here. Just focus it right out here. I think I'm going to cut the crease a bit so that way we can do that lighter matte on the lid. All right, so now I'm going to take my Moira Nude Eyeshadow Primer, and I'm just going to use this to cut the crease a bit. I know some of you all use micellar water to do this, but I just don't have any handy. Now in a BK A205, I'm going to go in with this lightest shade right here, which is also going to be the brow bone shade. I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to take a little bit and add it to the brow bone. Okay, now I need to touch up. So I'm going to go back in with the first shade that we use. I'm going to add some of that back right in here. Not the shades I'm used to, or eye looks I'm used to creating, but we're gonna go with it nonetheless. I feel like I should bring in some of this blue since I'm wearing a blue dress, like this gray shade. So I think I'm gonna do that for the lower lash line. I'm using a Game Beauty E09. Now with that same brush, I'm just gonna pick up the lightest shade and add it right in here into the center. I mean, not the center, the corner, inner corner. I do have a new mascara in here from Givenchy. And of course, I got the travel size. And it is this one right here. I don't know what the exact name of it is called, but it's a new one. And that's what it looks like. I am going to have to wear lashes though. So let's just apply this together. That way you can see what it's going to look like. And I'm going to just do some quick black eyeliner, the one from Beauty Bay, on the top lash line, just tight line. These have been working out really well for me, by the way. And I say that because I randomly got 3 of them in my order. Now I'm just going to give my eyelashes a quick curl with my Refer eyelash curler. Now let's go in with this new Givenchy mascara. I don't think I've ever had a Givenchy mascara. It's actually looking pretty good. I'm only going to do the top lashes because I am going to put on falsies. And then I'll take care of bottom mascara off camera, and we'll throw something in the waterline as well. Okay guys, so that's what it looks like with just mascara. I'll be right back to show you all the completed look. Okay guys, so here is the completed look. I'm really happy with the way everything turned out, but this is going to be like an 11, maybe 12-hour wear test today. So I'm going to check in with you guys once I get home from work, and we'll see how all this face of makeup held up. But I really love the way everything came together, especially like the lippy combo, the Milk Lip Oil with the Dior lip liner, and then this Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette. Did I tell you the name of the eyeshadow palette? It's called Master Matte's The Neutrals. So really good, really impressed, but we'll see how it looks in a few more hours. I will check in with you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so here's what the makeup is looking like 10.5 hours later. Eye look is definitely still in check, and I actually enjoyed this palette, believe it or not. The all matte palette from Makeup by Mario. This is his Master Matte's The Neutrals palette. I think especially if you're a working makeup artist, this makes total sense. And I like the way the makeup looked. The blush, it's on. It's not, you know, it's more of a natural flush of color, but I still see a little bit of it, a little bit of the highlighter there as well. The lippy, I did have to reapply both throughout the day. So I liked the combo. The lip oil was really nice. The Dior lip liner. I mean, I only bought it because I was doing a high-end makeup haul. Well, high-end for me, but yeah, I like my NYX and ColourPop and LA Girl lip liners just as much as I would do any high-end lip liner. So I don't think you need to spend a lot of money on that. What else did I try? Oh, the bronzer. The bronzer is a little light, but you know, it's good. We don't always need a very deep bronzer. So I think the face of makeup wore really well. I think my commercial turned out really well. So they told me. I didn't get to see all the footage, but what they showed me looked really good. So if any of you are wondering about these commercials, they're actually YouTube commercials. So they're commercials that come out on various YouTube videos of people people that watch in my local area. So those of you that are watching me from Canada or from the the UK, yeah, you're probably not going to get to see them. But if I'm able to share some of them with you, then I most definitely will. It's probably going to be easier for me to share them on Instagram, like in my stories and stuff. But just to give you a sneak peek into what I do during the day. But let me know what you thought of this high-end makeup haul from Sephora. What are some of the things that you have purchased recently? Have you tried any of the products that I used? Definitely sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.